Hey guys, welcome back to the Phoolish Show. I just wanted to give you my thoughts after Michigan's 85-79 victory over the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And wow, what honestly a disappointing game. You really were hoping that Michigan, I was hoping Michigan would kind of catch some fire again. The first time they played Nebraska, they played probably their best game of the year. They shot wonderfully at three. They blew them out. Not so much this game, and maybe it was partially because the team was a little bit more down too. I don't know how the atmosphere was in the arena with the team when they practiced and all that, but obviously if you didn't hear, Zeb Jackson, Michigan guard, announced he was going to go into the transfer portal. He was going to leave Michigan, so maybe that was kind of a little bit of a played a part in this. Maybe it was a big downer to the team that like he was your buddy. You practiced and played with him for, I think this was his second year, and so he's been with the program for a while, and that he's leaving maybe played a bigger role in this than just on first-hand glance. But just talking about the game, Michigan kind of just came out and it was an even game. Big note in the first half, it was tied 13-13, and Michigan center Hunter Dickinson got his second foul, and you get two fouls in the first half, you're taken out. That's what happened. With that, though, a 13-13 game, Nebraska went on a 31-24 run to end the first half up by 7 points there. In this, the Michigan defense just went to being like a sieve, man. Nebraska could do anything they wanted. There was no inside presence. There was no rim protector. Devante couldn't step up and take over that responsibility effectively, and Nebraska got whatever they wanted, and they shot the three well. Overall, in the first half, Nebraska shot 61% from the field, and overall for the whole game, they shot 51%, and they shot almost 39% from three-pointers. So Nebraska shot the ball really well. So, not a great first half, obviously. A team that's 0-10 in the Big Ten, and Michigan's trailing to them in the first half. Second half, Hunter Dickinson comes in, obviously starting again, and Michigan goes on a nice 20-2 run to, take the game. I think it was 57-47, something like that. And you thought the game was going to be kind of over now. Hunter Dickinson, by the way, went the whole second half without picking up another foul. And you thought, okay, Michigan's going to take this, right? They're up by 10. And in the span of 5 minutes, Nebraska comes back and goes on a 19-3 run to take the lead back. It's like crazy. So just with like 6 minutes to go, Michigan's down, I think 5-6, maybe of 7 points. It's like, oh man, what is going to happen here? How can Michigan be losing to the worst team in the Big Ten? Oh, man. I think maybe it will be missed a little bit. We'll see. But their big man, I got his name on Taminga, if I'm saying that wrong, sorry. He went up, and I think he got called for a foul on Hunter Dickinson. It was a clean block, at least in my mind. And he didn't like the call, obviously. And Nebraska was getting called for a lot of fouls, and Michigan was staying in the game by the free throw line. So kudos to Michigan for getting to the free throw line, at least when other stuff wasn't working. But anyways, Taminga gets called for a foul. He's ticked, and he gets a tech. So Michigan gets 4 free throws. Eli hits 2 of them, and Hunter hits both of his free throws. In fact, Michigan only missed 1 free throw in the whole second half. I think they were 14 of 15 or 15 of 16. Anyways, and all of a sudden Michigan just tightens back up. I think it was a 7-point game there, and they tightened back up, and then it was tight again, and Michigan goes back in front a little bit, and Nebraska comes right back. Every time you thought Michigan would maybe be able to pull away, Nebraska pulled itself back. Get a bucket, a rebound, a couple free throws. The tie game with 1:20 to go. And this is where I got to give credit. Devante Jones, Eli Brooks, and Hunter Dickinson, at least for this game, saved the season for Michigan. Those 3 guys combined for 34 of 48 second half points. They basically put Michigan on their back and said, we're not going to lose this game. Tie game, Devante Jones slices into the lane, gets a layup. Michigan gets a stop. Actually, no, Devante Jones gets a steal, I should say. Then a rebound, and they get the ball to Eli. Eli drains his free throws. Nebraska gets another field goal miss. More free throws. Michigan ends up winning what was a tie game with, I think, a minute 20 to go. Michigan pulls it out by 6 points. That layup by Devante Jones was huge. And then his steal after, I know I criticized him. I know he didn't play good against Michigan State. Hardly anyone really played good against Michigan State. I guess you could say Hunter did. But the team played terribly against Michigan State, especially the second half. And Jones came, and Brooks and Hunter did not let Michigan lose this game. And for the sake of it, if Michigan lost this game, that would have just been the complete end of the season. There's no way you would get back into even bubble contention if you lost to Nebraska. 85-79 in a game at home. At home. I know there was a winter storm coming. I know it's a late night on a weeknight. So the crowd was pretty bleh. And obviously in Michigan, too, the whole story of Michigan losing Jim Harbaugh to possibly the NFL and the Vikings. The crowd was pretty subdued, low attendance because of the snowstorm impending. And then Michigan just comes out flat. Maybe if there was a big game, the crowd would have been louder. Maybe the team would have played better. But it is what it is. If they would have lost this game, that would have been it. You can't lose to an 0-10 team and make the tournament. Do I still think they're going to make the tournament? No. Honestly, right now, it's like, can this team win enough games to make the NIT? I don't know this for sure. But I think you have to have a winning record to make the NIT. And I think now Michigan is 11-8. If they would have lost this game, it would have been 10-9. Oh, my. Oh, my. But they got the win. They got the win. Hunter Dickinson led the way. What do you have here? 26 points. Brooks had 20 for the game. Jones had 18. The team is shooting terribly from three-pointers. They shot terribly against Michigan State. I don't have the stat in front of me for that game. But last night at home, Michigan shot 2 of 15 from 3. Caleb Houston, I think, had 6 points. He was 0 of whatever for the 3-point. Brandon Johns Jr. hit a 3-pointer. Can you believe it? Him and Eli were the only two people to hit 3-pointers. And Brandon Johns Jr. went 1 for 1. So kudos for him. At least when he got his chance, he did something. Oh, man, he's an enigma wrapped in a mystery. Shrouded in, man, I don't know what's up with Brandon Johns Jr. Ugh. 85-79 over Nebraska. A win is a win. Better than a loss. Michigan goes on the road to play at Purdue. Ranked Purdue. Ivy for Purdue is going to be a problem because I think Hunter Dickinson's going to get in foul trouble. And this game proved Michigan doesn't have a backup that can stop. Outside of Jace Howard going against Kofi Cockburn. I guess maybe put Howard at center and see what happens. Oh, those are just my foolish thoughts. If you have any comments, put them in the box below. I'll try to respond as I'm able to. And as always, I'll talk to you guys next time, and go blue!